Alright, so it's all looking good. We have been able to display the created data as well. Now next thing we want to do is make this clickable. So when they click, we will be showing the user's public profile. So in the public profile, we will show the user's basic information that can be visible to everyone. And then we will also show how many links this user have posted. So we will show the list of links as well. So that will be public profile, anyone can see. Now before we do that, let's fix a couple of things. So you can see I noticed one issue we have, and that is when you like the user, the posted by information is lost. So if I try, you can see the name is lost, and that's happening because if you have a look here on handle like press, so we have the response, we get the response of this, the link whichever link was liked, but on that response the populate hasn't been used. So as a result, we haven't got the posted by information from the backend, so we don't have the user. Once that happens, the user information is lost because there is no dot populate posted by applied on this response from the backend. Now that is something we can fix here in the front end, and that's because whichever user is liking or unliking, that user is the currently logged in user. So we have that information in the context, right? So we can just before we set its value to this response data, we can do something here. We can use data dot posted by equals to the user that we have in the context, that is auth.user. So you can do this one. That will solve this issue client side because the posted by will be available when we set all the links in the context. Now let me just give a reload. Okay, now if you like, okay, so I think I did for the like, let's do for unlike as well. Okay, let me give a refresh. Okay, now let's try. Now you can like, unlike, the information is there, posted by information is there. Beautiful. Okay, so that's done. Next thing, it looks pretty good now, but when you have the white background, sometimes this might not be clearly visible. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can apply text shadow, which can be quite useful. Even if you don't need to apply here, that can be useful. So I'll show you how you can do that. So for that, I'm not going to just write inline like this. I'm going to just use a style sheet. That way, that class name you can apply on all these icons. All right, so let's import that from React Native. So that is called style sheet from React Native, and then we can put, this is preview card, sorry, it's, let me undo this one. We want to do this in icon set. Okay, so that way, that shadow I want to apply in all these different view that have the font awesome icon and the text. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on all of these items I want to apply the same class name, so it's easier with the style sheet. So let's import that, and then let me just write it right on top. So const styles equals to style sheet.create, and here I'm going to create the style sheet. Now before I do that, let me just write here, give it a name, shadow. Now the way you apply shadow in the websites, the web application, and this React Native is a little bit different. All right, so here shadow, you can apply shadow color. let's use the color light dark, so 333, and I'm going to add more, but let me just apply this for now. So I want to apply that class name shadow to all these icons. Let's start from down here. So I'm going to apply that in the font awesome icons, so on all these icons. Style, and that is that style is styles dot shadow. Okay, so let me just copy that, apply it in all the font awesome icons, and this one as well, this one and this one. Okay, now let's continue here. So shadow color is that light gray, shadow opacity, shadow opacity, let's give 0.5. you can give from 0.1 to 0.9, so let's apply 0.5, so you can already see a bit of a shadow here. Now if you change that to 0.1, you see it's very light, you can barely see. 9 will be quite strong, you can see that. So let's use 5. Next one is shadow radius, also you can use shadow radius, let's give 5. Okay, so you see slight difference there. Okay, so that's shadow. Now even here, the way the shadow will appear on iOS and Android will be slightly different. So I have there's some more you can do for iOS and Android. Okay, so let me just write here. So for iOS, shadow offset, you want to apply width 0 and height 1. Okay, so once I save, I don't see any difference. I think this is needed only for Android. Okay, so let me just remove that. Let me just put it here. Okay, so that way you can apply the shadow to any of your icons or text in React Native like this.